Hello and welcome to our first ever LoreDive Addendum chapter. This chapter is all about the additional DLC costume for Cheryl Mason in Dead by Daylight, Cybil Bennet. Here we will be going into her background into what happened in her original story, and how she might have been obtained as a pawn of the entity. Cybil Bennet. Cybil Bennet grew up in Brams, a town very near to Silent Hill. When she was just a child, she watched in horror as her parents were killed by an unknown man as she hid in the closet of their home. This one incident scarred her, largely impacting her future and fueling her desire to become a police officer. She became one of Bram's most well-known and personable officers, being known as kind, but stern to those she interacted with. One night she was sent out to the nearby town of Silent Hill to investigate a clue about a possible drug trade within the town. While on her way there, she ended up passing by Harry Mason and his daughter Cheryl. At one point, Cybil ended up lying her bike down on the side of the road, but whether this was intentional or caused by some sort of accident is unknown. She awoke within the town, coming across an unconscious Harry. Cybil still had to investigate the town, but knowing that there was something wrong, she broke normal protocol and provided Harry with a gun in case he needed it. She would continue to investigate on her own, coming across Harry in an antique shop where she provided him with details about why she was there, and voiced her concern about Harry's well-being. While Cybil was aware of the fog and the creatures within it, it would appear that she was unaffected by Silent Hill's otherworld, and became confused when Harry was drawn into it, disappearing right from under her nose. It wasn't until much later, when Silent Hill and all of its inhabitants were drawn into the otherworld, including Cybil, that she began to see Silent Hill's true face. She would find Harry and Dahlia on a boat by Toluca Lake. In an attempt to stop Alessa from sealing the town, Harry and Cybil would split up to try and investigate the remaining locations important to her individually. Harry would fail to stop Alessa in time, and Cybil ended up being attacked by a parasite, similar to the ones that attacked and turned nearly the entirety of the Alchemilla Hospital staff into puppet versions of themselves. Harry would find Cybil at the amusement park, where in her zombie-like state she would immediately attack him. If Harry didn't learn about, and was unable to obtain, a glophytus, a mysterious liquid that can adversely affect creatures in the otherworld, then he would have had no choice but to put Cybil down, and here her story would have ended. However, if he did, Harry would spray Cybil with the glophytus, and the parasite, desperate to escape, extracted itself from her body, leaving her weakened, but alive. While Cybil rested, Harry told her about his daughter, how he and his wife found her, and what she means to him, before he left her to go try and stop the madness caused by Dahlia and Alessa. Eventually, Cybil regained enough of her strength to find Alessa and Dahlia, even attempting to shoot Dahlia to put an end to all that was occurring. But Alessa's power easily swatted the officer away, and Cybil lost consciousness. Eventually awakening after the death of the incubus, Cybil and Harry escaped from the otherworld before it collapsed around them, with Harry now caring after the baby given to him. Cybil may have assisted him in hiding his tracks before making her way back to Brams. Except, she never made it back. What truly happened to Cybil Bennet is a mystery. With Harry dead, there is no one who can confirm whether she died in that town, and there is no one who knows what may have happened to her after, and why she never returned home. Perhaps something else caught her before she could make it back. Something looking for souls touched by darkness. Something that found an opportunity to capture another piece for its collection, easily pulled into its realm, thanks to the corruption within Silent Hill.